The thing that bothers us the most is that we as people in Maryland have made tremendous sacrifices, and we see nothing getting any better. I'll give you some examples. Farming. If you compare the farming practices today with the farming practices of 40 years ago, you would have to say the farmers have made tremendous strides in trying to do a better job of how they manage their runoff, their chemicals and things of that nature. Take our sewage treatment plant. Compare the sewage treatment plants of today with the sewage treatment plants of 40 years ago. They're head and shoulders better today than they were 40 years ago. The technology is better. They're taking more out of the water. It's cleaner. It's some of it's being spread across lands instead of overboard. I mean, they've made vast changes, and they've come a long ways. Stormwater. 40 years ago, nobody even knew what stormwater was. Now we have stormwater ponds, lots of stormwater means of keeping it from going overboard. All of these things that we have done as a society have tried to make things better, and it's been very expensive. These upgrades of these sewage treatment plants have cost the taxpayers millions of dollars, and we all agree with it and would agree with it if it worked. But what we're finding is, with all of those sacrifices, the Chesapeake Bay, don't be mistaken, is deader today than it's ever been in its life. And our argument is, and this is what led Kent County into becoming part of this Clean Chesapeake Coalition, is we don't mind doing things that's going to clean the bay up. And we all want to clean. I would love to think that I live long enough to see where we've made a difference in the Chesapeake Bay. But when you have this gorilla of a problem sitting at the head of the Chesapeake Bay, which is the Conowingo Dam, and it is destroying all the things that we've worked so hard to try to put together and change, and nobody wants to touch that. It seems like it's off limits. And if you look again at that satellite photo of that brown Chesapeake Bay after Tropical Storm Lee, now think about this. Wouldn't it have been much, much easier to try to do away with that sediment when it was confined in a reservoir up there above the bridge, dam, than it was after we released it through there and it spread over 100 miles of the waterway? I mean, it just seems like I don't want to say it's an easy job, or I don't think it's not going to be expensive, but it cost us. We all know that we've spent lots of money on this bay, but those of us that really care about it, we don't see it helping at all. And we again believe that it's because of what's taking place at that Conowingo Dam. They claim that 50% of our problem comes from there. Now, if we could clean that up, and we continue to make sacrifices and do the right things here, maybe we'd see a difference. But with that up there, it's just so overwhelming that the little things that we do around here aren't making a difference.